y'all, welcome. We're so excited to create with you today. I'm Kali with Kali's.com, and we're going to show you how to do a really simple fall cross to put on your door. And the first thing we're going to do is we are going to have a little piece of foam that we're going to use to mount on our cross base. And guys, if you don't have access to any of these supplies, don't worry. We always have these kits available for you at Kali's.com, but we want you to learn something from what we do every week. That way you can kind of pick up some tips and tricks to help you have a lot of fun with flowers, like we like to say, and create your own beautiful designs. So we've cut just a little block of foam that fits perfectly right in the center here. And the neat thing about that is I can mount this in with some glue and also some floral pins. Those are also going to come in your kit. So I'm dipping this in some, I've got a glue skillet right here. So I'm just dipping it in, and then I just gently pull that, kind of clean some of it off. So I get kind of a nice coating on there, not too much. I recommend the glue skillet, but if you're using a glue gun, I want you to be really careful when you start dealing with the foam, because it can get super hot, okay? We don't want you to get burnt. So I'm going to put that in, and I'm just going to wiggle it around. Now, before that dries, I want to come in with some floral pins, which you're going to get these in your kit. And then what I'm going to do is turn it on its side or on its back, and there's plenty of room in here to come in and push these pins in to where they grab some of that wire base. Okay, so I'm just grabbing onto the wire. I want to try to keep it straight. So I'm going to put just one on each side of the cross, and that way that will just make this really easy foundation for us to create in. And it works pretty good. I'm going to push one on each side. So far, so easy. So far, so easy. So I've got that extra support. I've got the glue, but then I've got the pins holding it. All right, and I'm going to turn that around, and we're ready to start designing already, okay? And don't worry if you don't have a glue skillet. You can always pin that in and just crank a little glue back in there. I just want you to be really careful with the hot glue when you're working with the foam, because sometimes the heat accelerates when you put it on the foam. All right, here is our next thing we need. We need this floral stem that's going to come in the kit. So the only thing you're going to need at home is you'll need some scissors and some wire cutters to do the project. We're going to use those wire cutters right now. I'm going to take and pull these off first, or trim them, whatever you want to do. I like to pull them. Just, if you can. If not, cut it. My muscles must not be big enough today. More Wheaties, more Wheaties. So I'm just trimming those off, guys. When I'm done, I'm going to have 3 pieces. Here's my last one. This stem is really cute because it's got a little pumpkin, a little acorn, and of course, I love the fall magnolia leaf in there. So trendy, so popular. All right, so I've got my 3 sections, and what I'm going to do is start to fluff them. In our design school class, we always call this shaking hands. We're going to shake hands with each part of the piece, okay? Y'all, our design school opens up twice a year, so if you're interested in getting on the wait list for it, you can head over to Kali's.com, and we teach you more in-depth skills and projects, and teach you kind of the foundations for floral design, so that way you are a more accomplished designer, as in you are confident and you can knock out projects and you're excited to work with florals. That is no problem for me. I'm excited for all of this. So I'm shaking hands with each section, really shake it. Look how cute that acorn is, really bright red. I love it. Almost matches my nails. I'm a fan. Ooh, this one has twigs. I love twigs. So we'll be thinking about that. And it does have this pine cone. The thing about the pine cone, it's a little bit oversized for our project, so we're going to trim that out. Don't ever be afraid to just take something out of a piece that you really like. We'll save that for something else. We'll definitely have a need for a pine cone, and it's already wired, so we can pop it in another project later. All right. So let's get our shape started. I've got 3 pieces, and the one has the twig is the only thing different. So I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go left to right on this design. So we'll be putting this one in first. I'm going to go with my glue first and have this one just kind of pop sideways out the top. Boom. Step 1 done. Going to mirror that right across, coming down. Kind of creating our base. Get our base going. Yeah, how about like that? How much longer is this one? If it's a little bit longer, I think I'm going to use this one next. So I'll want to bring these twigs to the back. So I just take them, give them, be the boss of your pick, and just bring them to the back. Okay, just bring them down here. Excellent. And then I'm going to put that right coming down. All right, just opposite direction. Nice. And because they're glued, they're not going to move. They're going in great. Now this piece I need to use kind of more in the center, so we're going to hold on to it for a minute and just a little bit. Our next step is to get our main focal point, the adorable curly velvet pumpkins. They're the ones that are going to be doing all the talking on this piece. So we're going to pull these off and trim them. Man, you got to love all this. Fall is so fun to decorate and create for. I love velvet pumpkins. Basically, I'm just trimming off the edges because it's really difficult to go into the foam with a kind of a crummy edge. We want a nice smooth edge. All right, shake hands. Get it pretty. Oh my gosh, I love the curliness to this. All right, and we're gonna just layer this right on top. The only thing is I want my longest piece, which is this one, to go down. Because I want to take it down and be really pretty coming down here. We're just layering our design up. Very nice. Then our next one, I'm going to take we've got one that's got a few more pumpkins on it. It's going to come up. And then once again, we're going to save that other piece. All right. Woo! It's getting good. It's getting curly, getting twiggy. Push it in. Okay. Nice. Don't forget to give your pieces dimension. We don't want them flat. We don't want them sitting flat. No, no, no. Boring. All right. So we've got these two we're going to come back with in a minute. Instead of greener, we have this is called a sorghum bush, and it's artificial. It's plastic, but you would not know it. It's colored super, super nice. So no one would have a clue. So we're going to take and use this like a greenery to kind of fill up our foam here where we cannot see our foam. So I'm going to put a piece in here, and I'm kind of layering it right behind the pumpkins. Then a piece in here, right behind. Nice. All right, and now we're going to take and just kind of create a little circle right around the foam. Oops, sorry. Chunking that cutter. So I'm just going to take and cut these guys. Uh-oh, guys, yard guys are here. Just ignore that. So I'm cutting them all into small pieces. Smaller pieces. Those two are longer, and I'm kind of organizing them when I'm cutting them. Just coordinating them into smaller, and I'm just cutting it right in half, y'all. So you get some nice little filler pieces to fill in all around. Just keep trimming. It's easy. Super easy. These are kind of about that same size. So I left a couple of longer ones. I got 3 longer ones like this, and these are the small ones. So let's just start to work our way around right here. Just gonna start to work in a little circle. Just circle around. And if your stem's a little long, you can trim it shorter. Just make it really nice and short. Go all the way around. Just keep on rolling, y'all. Keep on rolling. Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty. Now we're going to come down here. I'm going to start right there because I'm going to use a little bit longer piece coming right down the cross. I'm going to put that one straight down. Yes, look at that. Ooh, that's looking good. I'm going to keep on circling. And we're just making a little circle. Just like Christ's light is shining right there. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. Ooh, that is pretty. All right, now I'm going to take one of the little longer ones. We're going to come up right beside those pumpkins. Just come up and go right in here. Nice. And I'll bring this down. Okay, then our next step is, y'all, I dropped some on the ground. I got to grab. We've got 3 little pieces left that we're going to use up around the bow in just a minute. So our next step is to tie our bow. So here's our bow right here, our ribbon. And you're going to need your cable ties that also come in the kit. So I'm going to grab those. There's my cable ties. And here is my floral pin. You're going to need all that right now. We'll come back with these in a second. So the first thing I want to do is get a length for my tail, measure out my tail length. And I'd like it to be about as long as the cross. So then I'm going to take and twist. Well, actually, I'm going to scrunch it first. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to twist. It just seems easier for me. Then I'm going to make a loop that comes out about halfway down the length of the cross. And I'm gonna scrunch, and I'm gonna twist it. All right? Same thing on the other side. About halfway. Just back it up if you need to. Scrunch it. Beautiful. Okay? And then make that tail to match the other. So once the bow's in, we want those tails to match. We have some more ribbon. We're going to do one more tail. I'm going to cut that at an angle, guys. I like that. All right. Now we're going to cut one more tail. It's just about 3/4 the length of the last one. Once again, we'll scrunch it. Just like that. I'm going to lay it right in the center of my other. I'm just holding that, and I'm going to twist. And now I'm going to do a loop that's a little bit 3/4 the length of the last loop, okay? Scrunch, and then we're going to twist it. Make the other loop on the other side, same size. So we're just getting 2 loops on each side. And now we're going to scrunch it just straight down. Okay, and if you have an easy bow maker, you can do this. This is a 1-1 bow. If you watch our Bow Wednesday videos here, you will know the recipe. So a longer loop and a shorter loop. Okay, now I'm going to come in with my cable tie, and I'm going to get it taut in the center. And we're not going to have to cover the center of this bow because, you know why? We're going to put in a pumpkin right in the middle because that is fun. That is too fun. Instead of a cable tie, we're going to come in with a floral pin because we'll be pushing this right into the foam. So I just put a floral pin in the back, and I'm going to cinch it tight. Cut that off. Okay, and let's just bring it. I've got a little extra ribbon there. I'm going to cut it in just a second. But I'm ready to get this mounted right in the middle of my foam. So I'm going to come in with a little bit of glue on there. Just press it right in. Boom. Beautiful, y'all. Beautiful. Okay, here's my back tail. So I'm actually going to take this tail and kind of run it behind and bring it down. Just pick some of these up and pull it down. All right. This is my back tail also. Just run it behind and pull it down. And I want this one shorter. All right, and you have a little left if you want to do a ribbon hanger or something like that. You can definitely do that. Okay, I'm going to take and trim these at opposite angles. So this one needs to go this way. And those are at opposite. It's looking good already. We're not even finished. It's just stinking cute. All right, so that's glued into the center. We're really happy with all of that placement. It looks beautiful. Now grab our other pieces. Now, I wasn't going to use the pine cone, but you know what? We do have some room in here if you want to put it. You have that option. You could pin it in there. I'm going to use this pick next, but I need to take and trim these off the main stem because we're going to use these with little short stems. Keep the curlies. You want those. You want the curly. All right. So there's all those pieces ready to go. We have a little bit of our sorghum left. And then we have these fun leaves and pieces from the first pick. So let's cut these out. And I know I want to use these in to help kind of camouflage the foam underneath there. So take this piece and go right under the bow. Okay. Going in my glue. Just going right here to the front under the bow. Oh, pretty. And I can bend that down and that helps camouflage it all. Now I can take this one. I'm going to do the same thing up here at the top. So these leaves are nice and bendable. They're wired, so I can take and cover up the base with them. Ooh, mamacita. Look out, y'all. Look out, y'all. There it comes. And I'm going to pull this over. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to take bits of our sorghum, and I'm going to put those anywhere I need to cover some foam. Like back here, I can see a little of the green foam, and I'm going to go in there and just cover it up by pushing a couple of these pieces in. And I'm using them up near the bow now. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is so cute, y'all. You've got to make your own. You have got to make your own, guys. Okay, final touch will be we're going to put one more of this in, and then we're going to add those last bits of pumpkins. All right, let me put that. So we've kind of really embellished strongly around the bow, which I like that. Because it gives a lot of dimension. And, you know, guys, we just need depth. We need depth for our pieces to look really amazing. All right, I'm going to take this pumpkin. I'm actually going to pull out the stick a little and make it really super short, because this is the one I talked about we're going to use right in the middle. Right in the middle of the right. Oh, look at that. Is that cute? Is it in good? Yep, it's in. Then I'm going to use a couple babies right beside it. Y'all, can you even imagine this on your door? How super cute. All right, there's that one. Let's have this curly one kind of come down over here, just for a little fun. Why not? We got our nice piece of foam there. And don't forget, you want these pumpkins to come up to the top. Really get them rocking, pulling them forward. All right, and I ended up not using my pine cone, but you certainly could. There's some areas we could tuck it in totally. I got one little piece of curly left, and I think we should use that right in the center, like it's part of the vine on this pumpkin. I can just take and curl it around him and just let that rock and roll. Hey guys, there you go. There it is. Sorry the long guys were here and it was a little loud, but I can redo it with a voiceover for you later. But I hope you enjoyed it. Totally. Make your own cross wreath for your door. Really easy. And we're keeping it simple here on Saturdays. Thanks for joining us. It's Kali here with Kali's.com. Grab the kit, make your own. Make sure you share pictures with us. We want to see it. See you soon. Bye, everybody.